What's the church and chow? Sunset Joe here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Legends ZA Nuzlocke. Well, actually, was a Nuzlocke, now just a Let's Play. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Legends ZA Let's Play. In the last episode, what did we do? We took on... Megastar Raptor! That's what we did, we took on Megastar Raptor. But today, it's night time. Do I go for this? I have a Farfetch'd. I wish it was an alpha Farfetch'd, but it might work for for this challenge. Because if you come here at night with a Farfetch'd in your team, only a Farfetch'd, by the way, and I think something like this moveset would probably work for it. Maybe? Aerial Ace is a good move too. But Brave Bird is probably the most powerful... Yeah, Brave Bird is probably the most powerful flying type move you get a hold of. And you don't get any fighting type moves. Let's try this. Oh, I need to hold a leak. Yeah, I need to hold a leak. What a fine looking leak you have. I challenge you to a duel of Farfetch'd and Fate. Have at you! Boom! I am defeated. I underestimated you. Forgive my disrespect. Masterful stalk, wheeling technique, unflinching resolve against an oniony onslaught. You must certainly be a trainer of great renown. To beat him with such a bloom, a skillful display. Now it is my turn. I challenge you to a fight of our chives. My comrade's defeat is my defeat. I will avenge his dishonor. Have at you! Whoops. I can do this. I don't know what the hell happened there. Right, let me try that again. We're going to run it back and we're going to see if we can beat this guy this time. By the way, I have tried to dress my character like Blue. It's not gone terribly well. This is probably the best I can do. Okay, that worked out better. Bravebird does so much damage. I'm a little worried that I'm doing too much damage to myself, though. Oh, he got Big Bird. He got Big Birdie. Big Birdie. He got an alpha. Beautiful! I needed to heal. That's what I needed to do in order to beat that. There you go. Most impressive. Please don't fight me again. Phew. Now those were some duels. Sorry about that. To tell you the truth, we're big fans of the movie Les Trios de Paradox. We've long determined our acting out the scene from the movie with Pokémon like these. But to make that happen, we need a Farfetch'd training, Farfetch'd and training strong enough to stand up to our trio. That's when you came into the picture. I sent you down this alleyway and the rest is history. I I didn't tell you the whole story from the start, because I wanted to build a little suspense. Sorry for tricking you. Hope we didn't ruffle up your feathers too badly. But thank you for making our dream come true. I got out quite a few lines. I'll relish this moment until the end of my days. Our Farfetch'd, please, their parts too. Yay! I actually won that fight. I didn't think I would. I honestly didn't think I would be able to win that fight. Meowth. Meowth. Oh, a human. As you can see, I'm a girl who powerfully adores the Scratch Cat Pokémon. If you can beat my Meowth, then one of them could be yours. Well, you have to battle us to find out. I'll do it. Which Meowth do you prefer? I mean, I think Farfetch'd can handle Quintolian and Alola. Galeon might be a bit hard, but doable. Impulsive. Wow, I can't believe you beat all my Meowth. I'm at a loss for words. Now it's time to pick your favourite Meowth out of the three. I'm gonna say Galeon Meowth. And you can interact with it. Time for a catnap. Yep, even in sleepy mode, he's still quite cute. Oh, I don't actually get to keep it? I can just play with Meowth. That's what this mission is. I get payday for TM, and I can play with Meowth. I don't actually get to keep him. She doesn't give me a Meowth, which is kind of annoying because that's what I thought she was going to do. I thought she was going to give me Meowth. Anyway. Let's get back on with the story. Karina wants to go to the museum with... and I can't remember the other girl's name. Wanted to go to a cafe. One look at the Lumiose Museum and you can tell it's remarkable. Remarkable? If buildings were trainers, this one would be a champion for sure. Ashana, that's her name. It's been so long since I played, I forgot her name. I never had a chance to visit, even with how close it is to Hotel Shishime. I'll be our tour guide. As long as you two don't mind knowing that I know nothing about art, then how are you a tour guide? If you know absolutely nothing, how are you a tour guide? Anyway, let's begin by looking at the painting over there. Lead the way, Miss Karina. Alrighty then. Oh, the painting of Laver City. What a fantastically looking city. Does such a place really exist? It sure does. The gym leader is pretty mystifying herself. That tree in the painting is supposed to be 1500 years old. Maybe AZ watched it grow up. Bet you're right. I'm sure his long years of wandering took him to all kinds of places. I would quite like to see this 1500-year-old tree. It's ours for the seeing. People can practically go anywhere as long as they have Pokémon. I mean, you can go and see this tree. I can't leave Lumiose, but you can. My dear Mama once told me something. She said, it's part of what makes a trainer partnership with a Pokémon that's so amazing. I have gone over and over this place with my Lucario. I've gone all over the place with my Lucario and the rest of my team. I think your mum's spot on. Let's go upstairs. Nice drink. I got a peach iced tea from Waterdrop, which basically is just these flavour cubes you put into water and changes the flavour profile of water, and it's really amazing. Waterdrop, if you actually ever watch my videos, sponsor me. I'm kidding, actually, you probably will never do that, but sure. They're really nice, though, these water drops. I've got many different flavours of them, because they just opened a new shop in a shopping centre near me. One truly appreciates the scale of Lumiose City when seeing it laid out this way. Hotel Shishime and the museum over there, right? Indeed. They're a long way from Hotel Z. Many people filling out the city between them. Yeah, this city's sheer charm draws all sorts of people in. Though Lumiose can be a disaster magnet too. That's a big power outage. The tower running wild. And there's hyperspace Lumiose too. That's true. As much as I hope to find that fine legendary Pokemon in hyperspace, the idea that hyperspace Lumiose could merge with real Lumiose is troubling. We'll stop it. Yeah, that's why we're doing our survey work. To make sure everything turns out okay. Plus, we've got to find what's causing Rogue Mega Revolution and stop it. We won't let these poor Pokemon suffer. Indeed, I'll make donuts to diligently support you. Is it alright if we go and see what's on display over there? You bet! I guess we'll go and see the Hisuian exhibit. It's remarkable that people in the old days used to hand-make Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. They really had it rough. Thank goodness we can mass-produce them now, with places like the Pokeball factory here in Kalos. Getting interested in catching some of the Pokemon yourself, Ashana? Seems like you and your Hooper friend, that's Ven. It's Trainer. But I bet you'd do a good job. I'm not quite sure I'm up to the challenge of becoming a Pokemon trainer. Well, you got 4 years to find out. I'm just going to say that right now, because you're not 10. You can't be a Pokemon trainer just yet. You can have Pokemon, but you can't be a trainer just yet. You're like 6. So you got like 4 years before you can become a trainer. Especially considering the examples I have to live up to, such as my dear Mama. Being a Pokemon trainer doesn't mean you have to go and try and be the strongest, you know. Although, I'm curious to see how it'd feel to reach rank A in the ZA Royale. Anything to share on that, Joanne? I was over the moon. Makes sense. You were doing it so you could stop the tower from wrecking the city, after all. Well, Ashana, if you change your mind about becoming a Pokemon trainer, let us know. I'll put you through your paces. The whirring, my special coaching priors. You're very kind to consider it. You're very kind. I'll consider it. Shall we move on to the next exhibit? Shall we ever? Spear Pillar. It's the Temple of Sinnoh. They say some legendary Pokemon appeared there. I wonder if we found a section of Hyperspace Lumiose resembling this temple. Do you think the fine legendary Pokemon I'm looking for could be there? Maybe? Hard to say, maybe. If the Pokemon you were after had something to do with this temple, that is. that would make sense. Hey, don't forget you already have a spectacular Pokemon, Hooper, right there. Maybe it seems like no big deal since you're together all the time, but that one's special. How did you meet Hooper? I happened upon Hooper. Oh. I suppose it was about 6 months ago. Poor thing looked worse for wear. It seemed to just have lost a battle with the mighty Pokémon it played a plank on. But I fed the Hooper a fresh baked donut, and it perked up right away. It's got stuck to my side ever since, helping me visit hyperspace as well. Whoa. Your donuts are so tasty they unlocked Hooper's inner power? I guess people and Pokemon meet for a reason, even when they're not trainers. Okay, my turn to pick an exhibit. Follow me. Wait, Miss Karina. I think I know where she is. She's gone downstairs. There. Check out this painting, Ashana. What is that place? It's called the Tower of Mastery. I trained there for ages. Did you always know you wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, Miss Karina? Not exactly. When I was a kid, my parents were super busy. Kinda like yours, Ashana. I hung out with my grandpa a lot, and naturally I started to follow in his footsteps. That's how I ended up becoming a trainer. It's our conversation about whether you want to be a trainer. It's our conversation about you wanting to be a trainer weighing on you. I suppose so. It's mostly to do with my dear mama. I look up to her so very much, so I'd love to be able to gift her with a fine Pokemon. If I became a trainer, I would worry I'd never be able to live up to the standards she set. Maybe, maybe not. But I bet as long as you do what you really want, she'd be happy for you. That's what my grandpa wanted for me anyway. Although he does sometimes sigh and ask what happened to the quiet little kid I used to be. Goodness. Either way, you're already amazing, Ashana. Even if you aren't a trainer, you've befriended a Pokemon like Hooper. That's really something. Anyway, I'm all museumed out. Should we check out the Blue District and visit the Cafe Soleil? Yes, please. Welcome. How may I help you? So this is the Cafe Soleil. What a lovely looking place. I'll order something good. Go go and grab a seat. Do you take coffee with sugar, Shauna? I'll try without. That's how my dear mama takes hers. This is the flavour my mama loves so much. I may need to wait a bit to approach it again when I'm a bit more grown up. You're too young for coffee. You have natural energy running inside you. You are a child. Kids should not drink coffee or energy drinks. They have too much energy running around inside them. They do not need this. Adults need this. Joe needs this. I do need coffee. But that's just my personal opinion. Kids should not be drinking coffee. You're so late, Ram. Is looking real good to me. Trade you for my Moo Milk. Trade you for my Moo Milk tea. Do you mind if I've already taken a sip? Deal. Let me guess, Hooper, you're thinking you'd rather have one of Ashana's donuts than this stuff. You've got an amazing boost of power whenever you eat one. Right? But even so, you look like you took a licking from that Pokémon before Ashana found you. And then you went to take Ashana to hyperspace with you. I guess I'm amazed at how I'm just realizing how glad we should be that she came back unharmed. We wouldn't be able to survey Pokemon in hyperspace Lumiose without you two. So if things have got rough, ask us for help and we'll take care of you. Let's keep up the good work for all of Lumiose's sake. When you think about it, what Ashana's doing is way more impressive than just a Pokemon trainer. Right, Joanne? It's definitely impressive. Thank you for saying so. Looking back, it was reckless for me to dive in head on to hyperspace Lumiose. But when Hooper prized out that distortion, I simply couldn't fight my curiosity. Yeah, that's human nature. Who wouldn't want to peek through and see what's on the other side? You did the same, right, Joanne? Yeah, I'd peek. I wouldn't want to, but yeah, I'd definitely peek. I knew it. Whoa, I lost track of the time chatting. I bet Colbert would be... bet we'll hear from Colbert pretty soon. Most likely. As much as I hate for our fun to end, we better return to Hotel Z. The gang's all back. How was playing tourist for a change? It was lovely. What a luxurious way to pass the time. Lucky you. Wish I'd tagged along. You can visit the museum and the cafes literally any time you want. You live here. You just don't get it, do you, Naveen? I guess we've got more important things to talk about. Indeed. Well done for not dawdling on the conversation. We got something for you, Ashana. What could it be? Why, look! My apron hasn't been emblazoned with the logo. Just a little something we whipped up when you went around town. We? I'm pretty sure it was just me. Welcome to Team MZ, Ashana. Thank you. I'm so pleased I get to be matching with everyone at least. How come only Ashana gets a logo? Can't you sew one onto my outfit too? The megastones all over your clothes don't leave much space to work with, Karina. I mean, she could take the megastone. She could take the megastone attachment off. She can take the brazier off, and then you could actually get to her top where you could put the Team MC logo on. Oh, true. These megastones are the symbol of my bonds with my Pokémon. I'll never take them off. Logo or no logo, Karina, you're part of Team MC too. What was that? Wait, did you hear something? Like coming out of our strategy room? You mean the dining room? Let's go and see what that was. Go and check out the room, Joanne. Alright, let's go and check it out. Hang on. No one seems to be here. Guess we got ghosts. Please don't start. What's wrong? Getting Fastmax to Mega Burnett? Come on, Naveen. You're not scared. There's something on your head. Ah ha ha ha! This Gulpin must have came from Hyperspace Lumios, right? Yeah. I know Emma's been dealing with cases where Pokemon mysteriously appeared, and I think Gulpin probably turned up the same way. Yeesh, I bet Pokemon will pop up like this all over the city if we don't take care of things soon. What should we do about our Gulpin guest? I wonder if it smelt. I wonder if it had smelt a tasty smell from Tess Ashana's donuts. I suppose it couldn't just live here, could it? AZ lets Pokemon stay here after all. I'm forgetting, and I'm willing to forget the scare it gave me. Hello again, helpful squad. Sorry for the hold-up. We've gone over the data from your last missions, and we've learnt something big. We need our Rogamerofen passport over here, on the Pronto. All three of you. Whoa, you're gonna task force now? You gotta go, Urbane. Obviously. Lydia, Naveen, can you hold down the fort for us? And look after Ashana? Can do. I definitively owe Kabert an in-person visit after all the data collecting he's done. Let's go. Alright, we will go and see what is going on in the next episode. And go and see what the Rush Syndicate has in store for us. But until next time, I am Lantern Joe. Mean to the Pokemon get to us, everybody get Pokemon. Good night!